giving yourself permission to grieve and feel, because when you do that, it doesn't last as long. This is just more. It's just more. And I'm just excited. I'm extremely excited. I feel at ease. I feel comfortable. I feel confident that I still can have my empowered birth. What's up? It's Damiana here, updating you the last less than 2 weeks of my pregnancy, well, from my due date. So yeah, we're just gonna update you real quick. If you're just tuning in, we recently just moved to Istanbul, Turkey for the remainder of the basketball season to be under one roof with my husband. We got a major opportunity. We jumped as soon as we found out that we could. It had been 9 months of being apart. It was time. So I abandoned my home birth plan to birth back in Arizona in the States, and we're here in Istanbul. I am going to have a hospital birth now, which is just a little shocking at first. It was. I'm okay and at terms with it now and at peace. But if you know me, or if you know, have been like around for a while, you know that I'm very holistic and I'm very much about an empowered birth and having a home birth and just letting your body do its thing and not really being in a hospital setting. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of just share a little bit about that with you because I'm okay with it now, but it was not. I had to grieve and cry a lot and come to terms and accept with, you know, my decisions and my choices. So, and I thought about doing this video because I was just organizing closet stuff and I came across this little onesie. I don't know if you can read it or if it's backwards, but it says born safely, born simply, born at home. So we just moved into our new place like a week ago, maybe a week ago. And we were all unpacking and everything like that. And I was organizing baby stuff that I had brought with because I didn't want to scramble and try and find it when we got here. I just wanted to just have it and just not worry. So I'm unpacking and then I see this little shirt and I just like, I lost it. I just started crying hysterically because at that point in time, we had already saw a doctor here. The team so graciously just set up an appointment and with they have like a partnership with the hospital right next to the arena and all that stuff too. So there was, you know, there are really great doctors at this facility, really great and knowledgeable and highly recommended qualified healthcare professionals and OBGYNs. So we get there to the hospital and it just like felt funky and stuffy and just like my throat was closing up. My heart was just like, when we walked in there, but we did the whole appointment and everything went fine and smooth. And like doctor was, it was cool, right? It just didn't sit well with me. So then when, a few days later when we came here, moved in and I was unpacking and I saw this onesie, that's when I just like lost it because I realized like, I can't have my home birth. I've been preparing these last 9 months for a home birth, you know, just to birth freely, to birth without being hooked up to machines, to birth however I want to birth. And now I don't have that. So it was like extremely tough. It was a hard pill for me to swallow because I willingly chose to come live over here, right? Like I willingly made these choices and decisions to have my family under one roof. And with those choices that I've made, I mean, like we made them together as a family, you know what I mean? But like, if I didn't want to come over here, like there's no way my husband would have like made me come over here, you know? Like, so that's why I say I chose. He's extremely supportive with whatever I need to do for myself and whatever, you know, is best for me. He's extremely supportive in that way. So I'm very grateful for that. But this is something that was like I felt the pull to come here. So I just pulled the trigger. I'm like, we're just going to do it. whenever we could. I came here to unpack, and I already knew that that hospital birth was happening. Home birth was not happening. There's no way that it was going to happen here in such short notice, and not knowing, like, it wasn't. And it's not really a thing here either. It's not very common. It's extremely rare to have a home birth here in Istanbul. And so I had done so much research. I had talked to different, got in touch with doulas, and I was on Instagram, like in the DMs, like messaging people and like different birth photographers, and just in this birth circuit, like in Istanbul, like I got deep into it. And still with that, it was like home birth is not really a thing. So I was super deflated. And then I was like, all right, you know what? I guess we're gonna have a hospital birth. And then I went to the appointment. It was just like, meh, didn't feel good. Came home to this unpacking, and I just was like, oh my gosh. Like, I really can't have this. This is what I want. And then I sat with it, and I discovered that ultimately what I wanted was not a home birth. It was an empowered birth.